Jack and Jill went up the hill to pack some love and laughter.
Hello. Okay, so today I've got 4 videos to shoot, so I'm gonna have to really get to it. But the first video that I wanted to do today, it was brought to my attention last week that I had not done a spoken pompadour tutorial. So since I did my vintage bangs option last week tutorial, I thought I would just couple that with the pompadour options tutorial. And that way we can go ahead and talk through it so that in the future when I use that feature in a video, you guys can just refer back to this for more of a spoken step-by-step tutorial. So in order to accomplish a good pompadour, the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you aim your hair back off your face while it's wet. And this is especially important if you have bangs. Don't feel that if you have bangs you can't do a pompadour, because you can. You just have to aim your bangs back first. And if I were you, if you have bangs, I would definitely use a gel, something high hold. Since I don't have bangs, I just used my grooming spray, which is right here. This is my Hollywood's grooming spray. I absolutely love it. It's made for men, but I use it all the time. And I think it's really good because it kind of combines hairspray and heat tamer spray, but without the stickiness and the flakiness of hairspray. Okay, so what I did is I used that on the top of my hair so that it would have more assistance in going backwards. Okay, and then the rest of my hair, of course, is just down and straight. And I'm going to show you the rolling process because it's very important. In order to get your best pompadour, you have to make sure that you put as much volume on the top as possible. And first of all, I recommend that you use a wet set. I didn't get to use a wet set for this video because last night my little girl was not wanting to go to sleep. She was very fussy, so I didn't have a chance to roll my hair last night like I usually would for this type of style. So what I would recommend that you use for this is I recommend that you, out of the shower, dry your hair with some type of really good heat protectant product in it, and then aim your hair back with water or with a setting lotion solution and roll it in either brush rollers, pillow rollers, rag rollers, or pin curls. One of those 4 options is going to be your best bet for this crown area when you're doing a pompadour style. And the main reason for that, if you do pin curls, make sure you stand them up. But the main reason for that is that you don't want there to be any dents or any kind of crimping in the finished product. So if you use foam rollers or if you use perming rods, you're going to have that dent where the clip is. Or the elastic band on perming rods. So make sure that you use something that's not going to give you any crimping or denting, kind of the same way that we did in our faux bangs option. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take a comb, something that you can use for separating, and I'm going to take this section, now that I look like Cousin It, I'm going to take this section and I'm going to roll it backwards first. Use hot rollers because I didn't, like I said. Okay, for this forward section, for this back crown section, I'm going to use a medium-sized roller, and I'm going to roll it on base, which means I'm going to roll it all the way to the scalp. And good Lord, these rollers get hot. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Ouch. And I'm going to make sure I use a pin, because that's going to prevent denting from these type of clips right here. They tend to dent the hair. Okay, so then I'm going to take this next section forward of that roller. Okay, now I'm going to spray it around the base with my grooming spray. You can use hairspray, you can use a heat tamer spray, whatever you feel like. But I would use something that's more alcohol based, because if you use like your Trace May heat tamer spray, it's not going to give you as much volume as it would be if it was an actual styling product. So then I'm going to use another medium-sized roller here. I'm going to make sure I roll it all the way to the scalp, using a pin to close. Okay, so then I'm going to go to my front section here. I can probably just stand one more roller. On this front section. Because I have finer hair, I can usually go with just 3 rollers. But if you have thicker hair, you'll probably need more. Okay, so I'm going to spray this at the base. And then I'm going to use my small roller, and I want you to watch. I'm going to pull this section forward, roll. I'm going to roll my hair around the roller like this. Don't worry about this piece that fell. We'll get it on the way down. And I'm going to roll it over directing towards my face, but still going backwards. And then you can kind of wrap this piece as it goes. Okay, you see how that over directed the hair? All right, and use a clip. I mean a pin, not a clip. Okay, so there's our pompadour area. And now I'm going to go ahead and roll this section down. I'm not going to roll it in any specific pattern because that's not what this video is about. And then we'll come back and style. Okay, see, these rollers are pretty much cool now. And I'm going to go ahead and take down the sides. Okay, so I just took the sides of my hair down right now. I'm not going to mess with it. But I wanted to show you a traditional pompadour and a modern pompadour. And the reason that a modern pompadour is so popular right now is because it's super easy to do. And you can totally do whatever you want when it comes to tailoring it to a more dressy occasion. I just did it on a bride on Friday, and it looked great. I'll show a picture if she doesn't mind. But you know, we just did like a dressy ponytail we just did a dressy ponytail and a pompadour, and she wanted it a bit high so it would kind of look a little bit more modern, and it looked really great. It looked really appropriate for a wedding, but it also works great for an everyday hairstyle. So you can see all this volume we have in the front now, and all we're going to do is we're going to brush it back. Okay, and what we're going to do is just kind of work with it. Keep in mind that a traditional pompadour is going to be quite different than the pompadours that you see that are considered pompadours now. A traditional pompadour, like a 1940s style pompadour, is going to be a lot more obvious, a lot more rolled looking. Hair and section it into like a triangle here. Okay. Kind of a triangle section here. And then you can tease it at the base, smooth out the front, and then just take your like bun form that's been cut in half where your hair at, and just kind of pull it forward like this. And then you would just pin it in place and allow this to fall to the side. And that's going to be more of a traditional pompadour. You'll have these like curls on the side. You see, that's more of a traditional pompadour. Okay? And a wrap makes that super easy to do. You would just kind of incorporate your hair however you wanted. Okay, and then to do a more modern pompadour, which is what we're talking about really doing today, we're just going to brush the hair back at the crown, grasp your front section. You don't even have to really worry about parting it. Just make sure it's somewhat even on both sides. And then you're just going to twist it at the back, push forward, and pin. That's literally it. You can make it as tame and or as voluminous as you like. This is kind of a more tame one. You want to go up high like that. That's more of a pump, like a more of a psychobilly pump. You can do so. Pinning it. We're going to take this top section and we're going to pull our side back. I'm going to tease it at the base, right there. Okay, and then I'm going to spray it with some high hold hairspray. And I kind of like the way it looks when it swoops a little bit to the side. You can totally like tease it so that it doesn't do that, but I like it that way. Okay, and then I'm going to insert my bobby pins. I'm going to do one going towards the front of my head and then one in an X formation going towards the back of my head. And this style is super cute paired with a ponytail. It's cute paired with victory rolls. There's so many different things you can do with it. So that's the secret to the pomp. This is obviously a much tamer version. More of an everyday one. And then you can just use your comb to kind of smooth out the front. It's also called a quiff. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay. And that's it. It's super easy.
Jill came tumbling after. Though you've let me down and broke my heart, I frown to think that you are due to tumble too. Hand in hand we climb the path of love sublime.